I had always been interested in writing and publishing and cartooning. You know, the love of journalism and the dream of starting my own magazine was there from very early on. The only problem with that, of course, was I didn't have any money. But I'm a dreamer, and I dreamed impossible dreams and made them come true. I got a few friends and relatives to invest a little here and there. I put my own furniture into Hock and raised $600 of my own that way. Raised a total of investment of $8,000, and on that I was able to launch and put out the very first issue, and the first issue was successful immediately. And that was it. We started simply as a single title magazine. The magazine remains the heart and soul of the company, but increasingly it's not the most important part of the company. Increasingly, really, we're in the licensing business, and that means a variety of products, both male and female, hugely popular. I just learned yesterday that we are the #3 most popular fragrance in Europe. I know that Playboy is a tremendously popular brand in China, in men's clothing. China, by its nature, it clearly is growing leaps and bounds economically. It really doesn't have, certainly there's no real evidence that it has any real political aspirations in terms of international involvement. So I think that it's difficult to imagine them replacing America in terms of that kind of political leadership. But I think that we all live on one very small planet, and one of the things I think we really need to understand is that people around the world have more in common than the things that separate us. And we need to learn to live together in rational ways and emphasize the things that really matter to all of us, and that means democracy and freedom and making a better life for everybody. Well, I think we need to more seriously rethink the very nature of our relationship with the world. We can't continue to police the world, and we should not be continuing to police the world. I think sometimes we do more harm. We are do-gooders by our very nature. We're a Puritan people, and we're do-gooders. And we do it for the best possible reasons in most cases, but it isn't always seen as that. And sometimes we do more harm than good. As far as I'm concerned, the last moral war that America was involved in is World War II. The rest was political foolishness. And I think we need to start taking care of business in a more serious way at home. I'm literally an 11th generation descendant of William Bradford, who came over on the Mayflower, was the first governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony. So my Puritan roots go deep. I've never been a big gambler. I mean, I enjoy, a game of cards. Gin rummy is my favorite game. I play backgammon. Backgammon is probably my favorite game. In terms of casino gaming, I've been on both sides of the wheel, and I think that the gaming side is the better side. That's how we build the hotels. But I think that it's a human experience that adds zest to life, and I believe in going through life with some style, and a game is part of it. I think that there are certain ideas and certain brands that are iconic and that have a certain magic to them that outweigh all logic and seize the imagination of the general public and become worldwide phenomena. And Playboy is the classic example of that. Starting with absolutely nothing and changing the very nature of society. Remarkable. I'd like to be remembered as somebody who had some significant impact on the social sexual values of my time.